So I found one of these videos with Quanell X and Matt Patrick going back and forth again about the Chad Holly case. Let me go ahead and roll the clip.
All right, thanks, Jim. As we reported at the top of the hour, the jury got the case today of former HPD officer Drew Reiser. He's the final defendant in the official oppression trials based on the violent arrest of Chad Hawley, which was, of course, captured by a surveillance camera. Community activist Quanell X played a big role in the buildup to those trials, and he's still obviously very interested in the case, as you will hear when he discusses it with radio host Matt Patrick in tonight's Fox Face-Off.
Matt, we're now nearing the end of the Chad Hawley police beating videotape case. The last cop involved in all of this is now on trial. So I'm hoping and praying that once they get that verdict, that the jury will see what everybody else in America is seeing, that these cops use excessive use of force in beating a juvenile who had surrendered and was not resisting arrest and was beat with excessive use of force, and so therefore he should be found guilty. So I'm now waiting on that guilty verdict. I hope you are.
What world do you live in? What color is the sky in the world that you live in, Quanell? I mean, honestly, the first police officer was found not guilty. This police officer, I believe, is going to be found not guilty. Chad Hawley sits in a jail cell because, quite frankly, Quanell, he's a little thug. And they knew that when he was running away, and they thought he was armed. So they took him down and did what they needed to do to protect themselves. That's what I saw, Quanell.
Man, let me say this. Ray Charles could see what those cops did to a surrendering, non-resisting suspect was a criminal crime. Those were nothing more than criminal gang members in official police uniforms on that day. And that's why 2 of them have already pled guilty. What I'm saying is what everybody could see on that videotape. Hawley had surrendered completely. He was not resisting, and those tactics were not rugby, as Reisner has said. That was abuse, and that was police brutality.
They didn't plead guilty. They pled no contest. So let's at least get that right.
Matt, no contest is the same thing as guilty.
No, it's not, Quanell.
Let's not play legal jargon here, man.
No
it's
contest
guilty.
is not, but I want to make sure that you present the facts accurately, because you're the one that released that video against the judge's wishes.
And I released it so the world could see it, and I thank God I released it so the world could see it, because we had a mayor in this city threatening to prosecute whoever released it, speaking directly to me, but I released it anyway because the public had a right to see what those cops did in uniform. They're public servants. We all had a right to see it.
And a jury found the first police officer not guilty.
Because it was an all-white jury.
Because
but this
it was
one,
in a courtroom.
No, but this one
being decided in a courtroom.
This jury is 6 people, blacks, Hispanics, and whites. This is a fair jury this time, and I'll respect the jury's decision, because that all-white jury last time with Bloomberg did happen this go-round.
Well, you get upset when things don't quite go your way, don't you?
No, I get upset when you all think having all-white juries with black defendants is okay.
Do you mean white people again? Is that what you're talking about?
I mean good white folk like you who think it's okay for black and Hispanic men to have all-white juries. That's unconstitutional.
No, we followed the rules that were set down by our founding fathers on how to choose a jury. A jury of your peers, Quanell. That means that we see no color.
Some of your founding fathers were slave owners and racists themselves who absolutely saw color. When they said we the people, by the people, for the people, they meant we white people, for white people, by white people. Them founding fathers, they were racists and slave owners themselves. So don't tell me that you see it like them. No, I take it back. You do see it like them.
I did see the end result of the trial for that particular officer that they were talking about, and he was found guilty. Because, like Quanell X said, anybody can see that's police brutality. Even Ray Charles can see that. But, you know, the nerve of Matt Patrick saying some of the things that he was saying, I mean, it kind of set Quanell off. I mean, it would set anybody off talking to him like that and saying, you know, oh, a jury of your peers. And, you know, Quanell is only reciting what's being seen here in some of these courtrooms in the Houston area. Because you don't have an all whatever jury. You have a jury of every people group, like he said, that's blended of everybody. Because back in the day, too many black folks saw that and they was found guilty automatically. They saw like an all-white jury back in the 50s, like, oh man, I'm gone. Whatever they want to do, I'm gone. But there are some places in the South that's still like that from time to time. And when it comes to police brutality, you know how they try to cover each other on a good day? Because they got black officers that'll beat somebody too. They have Hispanic officers that'll beat a dude down too, and they don't get convicted. Like they had a Hispanic officer in this Houston area that was robbing people. He found out that was illegal. Like he was taking their money from them and everything and letting them go until he got turned in. He got like 1.5 years in jail for robbing illegal immigrants. So the police act a fool just about in every race. Unfortunately, it's like that code of conduct they all have, and they all cover each other's back between district attorneys, judges, all of them. It's like a clique that they not gonna snitch on each other or whatever. And they have one out the bunch that do it. They like the black sheep or something. But anyway, Matt Patrick just needs to chill out on some of them thought process. And he kind of comes across. If you keep listening to him, you would make the guy think, you kind of racist, dude. I mean, look at it. You defend everything. You don't even stand up and say not one thing that say is right. Now Quanell, yes, he released the tape, and he should have released the tape. And Mayor Anise Parker was pissed that Quanell released the tape, because if nobody would have saw that tape at all, then these guys, I know they would have got off. But come on, that was clear police brutality. What y'all think about the situation? I mean, because Quanell, he was right to get pissed off. And the part I was laughing about the most when he was saying, you know what, you are like your founding forefathers. That was funny. I thought that part was funny. Anyway, hit me up in the comments, future commentary, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Why in the world would a man want to wear some hip-hugging, form-fitting clothes? You understand what I'm saying? Man, to me, it's like you are trying to harm you or hurt you or whatever like that. But 24 hours prior, you swear up and down that you love me. That's